Uma Musume has been adding black NPCs into their game as part of an American expansion. Some people are being upset about it. I think it's such a nothing burger. I'm seeing a lot of Japanese people being kind of upset about it, and also they've QRT'd my tweet a lot. A lot of Japanese people are getting really annoyed that every time something happens, there's like all the Westerners coming to fight about it. And I made a tweet about it where, you know, I try to use like neutral wording when I do these informational tweets. And I thought it was obvious that I thought that one side was obviously being obnoxious and dumb about it, and the other side was just trying to enjoy the game like normal people. But I think the wording that I used was probably too tame, because there's definitely some racism baked in, so I should have used better wording. I feel like it was too neutral, so it's kind of like, you know, as if I guess an example could be me reporting on a murder and calling it an altercation, which wasn't my intention. So I'll be more wary of that in the future. I did get some criticism for it, and I mean, rightfully so, I get it. Even though some of the criticism was kind of condescending, which at first I was like, kind of took me aback, but then once I calmed down, I realized it's pretty fair. But my point was that this kind of discussion is so tiring. It's so stupid. And then I started getting also like a lot of racist response into this tweet, which was disgusting. But to take it from the top, this tweet came to my attention. It had like millions of views. It was like, I've never been so glad that Japanese people are bad at English. Right after Cygames made this classy gesture that doesn't directly contribute to revenue, these guys are over here hurling insults at each other, calling their debate opponents idiots, tourists, and insisting that we're the one who's right. The food turns bad is exactly this. The joy at the dinner table isn't just supported by the plates, but by the guests' attitude too. I was like, wow, that's such a beautiful line. That guy cooked when he said that. And then he was QRTing this post, and Umalis here is saying, this is so funny because how do you get both points you were trying to make wrong in one go? And there's this tweet saying, how about no fucking up Japanese things with your racial insecurity? And then somebody saying, someone please turn them into Uma doll group. And then she responds to that person saying, I'm a white woman and this is official content. I did not make this. Cygames did. Because usually with this kind of discourse, people are upset because, you know, fan artists or like blackwashing characters or whatever. And then, but this is Cygames who did it. This is the developer who did it. So what's the problem is kind of what she's saying here. And then the Japanese person also added, isn't it kind of like whatever, it's not a big deal, right? There are already nearly 700 non-playable mob in Uma Musume to begin with, and since the stage is in America, adding about 20 black characters makes it 20 out of 720. So what's the issue with that? Fans who pay attention to the fine details or mob Uma Musume enthusiasts would probably be thrilled, no? No, I think most people are totally okay with this change. It's like a loud minority that's crying about it. But also like, okay, just like, they're being annoying about it. We're clear about it. There's racism baked in this. Okay, that's for sure. But then the problem is that the Japanese people are saying what bothers them is that one person jumps in to correct the people that are crying about it, and then the other person jumps in to correct that person, and then the other person comes in and starts fighting about it, and then they're just like standing there and being like, we can't even enjoy this in peace anymore. And it's not that both sides are equally at fault, right? Clearly, there's one side that's just like, oh, cute idol girls, and the other are like, no, we don't want these monkeys in our video games. They're saying all these kinds of awful shit, but the argument is bothersome. You know what I mean? Adding the mandatory diversity to follow the Japanese trend towards DEI, like from many Eastern production, they are not important characters, just again, black instrumentalized for the woke representation. So this person is definitely against it. Believe it's part of a DEI thing. I don't think Japan cares about DEI and whatever that shit is and our Western politics. Like, I don't think they give a shit. As the JP guy put it, it makes the food go bad. Exactly. It's also tiresome, yes. JP players be like, let me enjoy my horse girls in peace. Obviously, a lot of like, you know, American people also feel that way about it too. But in this particular case, I really think it's a nothing burger and it's silly. And after doing this tweet, I saw some worse stuff. So that kind of like cemented my opinion on this. I was like, okay, this is going way too far. Going way too far. I mean, this is also just like mobs, right? They're like NPCs. They're not even playable characters. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.